So this video is a test of just filming the Wacom Cintiq tablet. I normally work on this tablet setup, and I just wanted to see what it was like to film it from outside rather than with OBS. Also, I don't have the correct mic set up today, but I thought I'd take you into my process with practicing my sketching skills. So I'm just going to open up some reference here. A new window. And let's go to Google and look up some fish. Yeah. It's going to pull up some fish references. So you can see what I do. I set up stuff above. Maybe fish are a little bit too simple. Let's say bugs. Let's do bugs. I love drawing bugs. So I'm really vibing with this praying mantis. It's got a cool head to it. So let's get started with that. You can see I just opened it up in the preview above. And I've made my own brushes in Photoshop. You don't have to. You can just shrink the airbrush down to like size 1, and that should be good. I've created my own brushes so it just looks like a Pilot felt tip. I don't know if you can see that from there. So I'd usually start off with like a major shape. So the praying mantis head is a triangle. So got my triangle, and then there's domes for eyes on either side. Then we've got separated plate for the mouth. We've got some antenna up above. Now, the process with the FCD school design sketching is to not only work out the basic shape of the object, but it's also to kind of rotate it. And by rotating it, you have to fully understand the shape, the object's form before you can mentally rotate that. So, for example, I've basically copied the orientation of the mantis head as it exists now. But what I would do is maybe rotate it on more of an extreme angle where I'm looking at the side of the head and the side of the eye. So I have to know the scale of the eye, the scale of the head, how that mouthpiece connects, and how these antennae branch off. You get me? You feel me? All right. And they have these little floaty black eyes in there. So let's take another look at a mantis. Got some more reference up here. So from another side, there's a slight arch to the mouth. I think that's caused by the eating mandibles. There's more of a streamlined head shape. Also, the antennae in this photo, we can see that it comes out kind of midway in the top of the head, which you can't really determine from these two. So now I know how that design works. I mean, there are quite a few different types of praying mantis, so we're not fully determining the shape. I would really normally go into kind of a deep research mode where I looked at the various species and go into Wikipedia that way. I'm gonna look up mantis. Now, I remember as a kid we had a particular type of mantis. Oh, I guess the praying mantis, the mantis. Mantodia. There's 2,400 species in about 430 genera, 15 families. So there's quite a few variations, but the one that I know about is this green Mantodia, I mean. So it doesn't have any special colorful plumage or wings or anything like that. This is the one I've kind of seen in the garden, so this is what inspires me to draw. So the mantis head, the Mantodia, I can see from a photo higher up that the head shape kind of sharpens in around the mouth, so I'm just going to make a corrective action. We've got that face plate. The antenna is coming at the halfway point. So right now I've got a few sloppy sketches, but typically this is how I work out the beginning of every sketch. I roughly mentally measure the various components and see how they interact with each other. And then I would use this kind of crappy sketch to create another layer. I'd reduce the layer opacity of the first, and then I'd go in and perfect the shape with better line work. Now, these are exercises to improve my line work, so I don't really go beyond that. I'm just trying to capture the overall volume and detail information of my studies. Proportion is what I'm trying to build into my mental library. So this is the kind of stuff I've been working on. I'll be posting longer videos on this subject matter, but for now this is a sample of how I work and how I'll most likely film videos and how I'll discuss it. So stay tuned. More videos to come soon.